I want the world to know my name before I fade away. I wanna be the hero. 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 On a dark night, best bet that I'd be feeling myself. Show up naked wearing a mask, cape, and utility belt. No humility felt. I'd have a huge wang. Orangutan, dang-a-lang, baby, I'd be Bruce Wayne. Bumping Wu-Tang, rolling in the Batmobile. I'd have abs of steel, golden age, mass appeal. But that's unreal, I ain't fitting in a bad suit. I'm just some fat dude losing fights to fast food. That's a fact, true. I'm unimportant, I never had a chance. I wasn't orphaned, I blame my parents, they were never even mega rich. I wanna be the Batman, instead I'm just a basic bitch. I wanna be the hero, I wanna save the day. I want the world to know my name before I fade away. I wanna be the hero, I wanna save the day. I wanna be the hero, I wanna save the day. I want a mansion and a manslave. I wanna walk around naked in my bat cave. Feels bad, man, feels real bad, man. Every day I wake up wishing I was the Batman. I got dreams of stopping schemes in Gotham City. Fight a half crazy cat lady with awesome titties. Talking pretty with a Joker and his do or die broad. Think I'd rather run and hide than join a suicide squad. I'm a supersized slob, I ain't solving mysteries. Slurpees hurt my brain, I ain't stopping Mr. Freeze. Got no victories, you aren't gonna find them. I'd probably piss my pants inside of Arkham Asylum. If I was hardened, I'd fight them. All of the villains, it's not cowardice, I'm powerless. How would I kill them? Face it, I'm basic, this always was a stupid plan. I'm just a scrub, I'm no Superman. I wanna be the hero, I wanna save the day. I want the world to know my name before I fade away. I wanna be the hero, I wanna save the day. I wanna be the hero, I wanna save the day. I want a mansion and a manslave. I wanna walk around naked in my bat cave. Feels bad, man, feels real bad, man. Every day I wake up wishing I was the Batman. I want a crime fight in the limelight, it's that simple. Instead of giving chicks my digits, I'd give them a bat signal. They shine it in the night sky, I'd fly by, doing bad things in the Batwing. Join the Mile High, but why try? On the first mission I'd crash. At best I'm the Penguin, tossing fish in that ass. Listen, I'm trash, I'm regular plain. I don't even do a very good impression of Bane. It's insane, I'm no Bruce Wayne, I'm just me. I'll never be the man I really wanted to be. No life full of dangers, just full of excuses. I wanna be the Batman, Batman never loses. I wanna be the hero, I wanna save the day. I want the world to know my name before I fade away.
Dude, my internet, or my Snap, or whatever this is, my Google Chrome, has been messing up all day long. Why would it do that? Why would it do that? Look at that. Not enough memory? Dude, what is going on in my world? Dude, I got too many prawns. I actually gotta be careful which prawn might open up when I'm on the screen. Let me get away from the prawn screen. To be fair, I do have a bunch of other stuff open. And I haven't restarted my computer for probably like 2 years. I don't know. This is nothing compared to the pain you will soon face. What are you talking about, Spec? What are you talking about? I'm just a boy enjoying his almonds. With a noticeable amount of whole blueberries in the almonds. Hey, Mia, how you doing? Brandy, how you doing? Everybody, how you doing? Okay, I've restarted my computer like in the last... I don't know. It might have been longer than a month, to be honest. You have an amazing birthday present? No. You had nothing to watch, Jake? Well, welcome. I never played Minecraft. My nephew does, though. He's really loves Minecraft. I've watched him play a ton. Yeah, Mia, I had to come stream for you. I left yesterday early. And I'm not going to be able to stay really long today either, but I figured I had some time to kill. So let's murder that time. My nephew's 12 years old. I'm not still in SoCal, Athena. I'm back up in Seattle. I need to get back down there, though. Oh, my God. So many people down there I wanted to see, and I did not get around to anything because of how busy VidCon was. Hell yeah, I murder with y'all. I know, big boo. I got to get back down there, like, literally as soon as possible. I keep getting messages from people like, are you still in LA? When are you coming back to LA? Why aren't you in LA? And I'm like, I probably shouldn't even live in Seattle anymore. I got so much LA stuff going down. Do another rap video. Yeah. Did I get a new house? What's up with my speech? What's wrong with my speech? Literally tell me what you think's wrong with it, and I'll tell you why you're wrong. Hey, Michelle, you haven't seen my lives in a minute? Well, I'm glad you're here now. Shoot. I haven't been live enough. Like, I stream on the Drunken Peasants channel with Ben Pie 3 or 4 times a week. So, when I get done there, I get home around like 10 o'clock. It's not realistic for me to stream that late at night after already streaming for a few hours over there. So I have to sneak in time here. Trippy for Life says, failed streamer, by the way. You failed at streaming, Trippy? I'm sorry to hear that, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. I always have slow mode on because why not? I think everybody gets to get their words in. Chat's never like completely dead, right? What's up, Clown Black? How you doing? Red Moon Blade, I'm chilling. You'll be in Tacoma the first week of October? For how long? You should get an extra day or two up here and then come up to Seattle and we could do stuff. There's fun stuff to do here. There's fun stuff. Good night, OC Gamer. 4 days. Not enough time to do everything fun. Their old episode with New Jack. Did they have New Jack on? Oliver Tree's good, yeah. Listen to your song on stream. That's how people get demonetized these days. It's a trap. It's a trap. Am I making any new music soon? I need to, right? Right? I need to. Shoot. Y'all making me regret not having new music. I've been in talks with a few people about getting that rolling, though. Have I ever heard of an ice cream place in Cali called Superior Dairy? I have not. Sounds interesting. Ribble. Mark Ribble. I think that's how you pronounce it. Yeah. If you're up here, let me know what's up and we'll make something happen. Because Tacoma's not too far away from Seattle. And I haven't seen you for so long. Athena, it would be nice to see you again. Thoughts on the McRib? The McRib? Okay, so the McRib I'm going to do a little breakdown for you right now of the McRib. If you're listening right now and you're a fan of the McRib, you may want to turn this off. What I will do for you, because I don't want to destroy your McRib experience, my hand will be up as I break down the entire McRib. All right, you can mute and watch me. Try not to read my lips. I won't put my hand down until I'm done exposing the McRib, okay? The McRib exposed. Hey,
Please
Mia.
stream in 8 days.
In 8
Zoxo.
days? In 8 days? I'll Zoxo stream in 8 days. Is that a Tuesday? That's my birthday. Here's what I'll do. I know I'm going to be on Drunken Peasants the night of my birthday. I'll do a daytime birthday stream. Will everybody be able to be here at like maybe 2 p.m. West Coast time? You just have to set a date for my birthday. I'll come and have a birthday party stream with you all. Okay, back to the McRib. All right. Okay, back to the McRib. There's a reason the McRib only comes around seasonally. It's not on the menu all the time. It's gross. People need a good 9 months, 10 months to forget how gross the McRib is. When the McRib comes to McDonald's, it's got all the makings of something delicious. The word rib in it. Ribs are delicious. It has barbecue sauce on it. It comes on that long bun, so it's extra special because you're used to the round bun all the time. You've waited 9 months for this McRib because the McDonald's people themselves want to create a level of urgency with the release of the McRib. All right? They're trying to psychologically dismantling you, saying, you know it's going to be gone again soon. It's going to be some lonely night in the middle of December. And you're going to wish you had a damn McRib, but all you got is a Christmas shake or a Shamrock shake, whatever the hell they have during that seasonal time. And you'll be like, yeah, I need to get a McRib right now. And you'll run to McDonald's, and you'll go get the McRib, and it'll be covered in barbecue sauce, and you'll be like, well, it's a McRib. It tastes like barbecue. It's okay with me. But that's the thing. It's only okay because you've been psychologically tricked into liking it. It's like the Munchausen syndrome of sandwiches. And you're saying to yourself, well, how do you know it's not that good? I happen to enjoy them. It's the psychological treatment that makes you think you enjoy it. But next time you go to get a McRib, order it with no sauce. You're going to see what looks like a failed lab subject. I don't want to say rat. I don't want to say any sort of animal, because it's not akin to an actual animal that exists. It's like somebody was in a machine trying to make a gurgi or some sort of extraterrestrial being out of a test tube. And you get it and you look at this sad little piece of meat shaped to look like a rib. They put the shape in it to make it look like it's got bones in it, to make you think this is actually ribs. The damn thing looks like a fucking slab of ribs tiny on your little dumbass sandwich. It's so bad. McDonald's doesn't care about this because they know that you think about the shape. That's why their nuggets have like the 4 shapes. You get the little boot, you get the little circle, you get the little diamond or whatever, and then whatever the other shape is. I think it's like Skeletor's sword. I can't remember. I've had nuggets for a while. They do these shapes just to mess with your head, okay? And this shape makes you think you're eating a fucking rib. You're not. You're eating a garbage test tube experiment, all right? And they know that. And they know they will be found out if it's year-long on the menu. You know where it is year-long on the menu, year-round? Germany. Say what you want about the Germans. They're fine folk. But they really enjoy the dirtiest type of porn. Okay, the grossest stuff. They love the grossest type of porn. If you search German Scheiser porn, you're going to... I don't suggest you do it. But if you do, you will see how gross it is. You will see how disgustingly gross it is. So they can have it year-round because Germans are into some nasty shit. All right? And I like Germans. I'm fine with that. But these are facts that we can't deny. And if you're a fan of the McRib, good for you. I really hope I didn't ruin it for you, but it was ruined for me the day that my dear old mama was on a diet and didn't want to have barbecue sauce on her McRib, so she ordered it without barbecue sauce. And when I saw that thing, when I saw that failed abomination they called a sandwich, I knew there was something wrong, and it ruined it for me that day. It was like seeing behind the curtain. The great and powerful Oz was just a lie. And that's what the McRib is. It's just a lie. But it's okay. Some people like being lied to. I still kind of wish that I believed the lie. So, if you're back and you're a big fan of the McRib, I'm glad you didn't listen to that because it got real. Probably too real. But we're back and we're moving on. We're moving on, man. Lord Magicus, the horror of the McRib pales in comparison to what awaits me. These veiled threats will not be taken lightly. They will not be taken lightly. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have some more nuts. How dare you ruin nuggets? I didn't ruin nuggets. I said that they're there to psychologically break you down. They don't want you. Let me pull up this nugget. The nugget shapes. They don't want you to question how processed the meat is, right? They have the bone, the boot, the ball, and the bell. They want you to believe in your heart of hearts that this is a piece of chicken you're eating. They want you to believe that. And in a way, it's as much a piece of chicken as a Pringle is a potato. And that's okay. The boots are definitely my favorite. You know why, though? It's all psychological because I like to take the boot and I like to step in the dipping sauce like it's a puddle. And I'm like, yeah, jumping in the puddle. And then I eat it. And that's life. It's simple, I know. But that's why I like it. You look at the ball, the bell, the bone. They're fine. They're fine. But when you get to that boot, you're like, we're puddle jumping, boot. And you enjoy every moment of it. Eating McNuggets is effectively help eat a lot of the chicken that would go to waste. I'm not saying you shouldn't eat chicken nuggets. As a matter of fact, a lot of people talk crap on hot dogs and nuggets because of how processed they are. I was raised with many Native American ideals instilled into me. We thought we were Native American growing up. A test showed that we're whiter than Elizabeth Warren. And it was a letdown. Like, I got my test first and it was like, hey, by the way, you're whiter than white, fat ass. And I didn't tell my dad because he was like, he would take me camping with medicine men when I was a kid. He would take me to powwows. He had like this eagle feather he found in the woods with his medicine man and he like wrapped up and cherished. He was like connected to his Native American roots that didn't exist. And when I found out that I wasn't Native American, he was very sick and I thought he was going to die. And I told myself, I'll let him take this to the grave. He doesn't need to know that we're not Native American. He got a heart surgery, healed very well. He was perfect after that, doing better than ever. And then he decides to go get his test because he wanted to see if him and his sister were really full sisters. he thought maybe that things might have got a little wild with Nana. But that's not true. Nana was a sweet girl, would never do that. I don't know why they even tested that theory. It's very rude. But when I saw him with the test, I looked at it and I said, this is my come to Jesus moment. Dad's not dying anyways. I got to tell him. I said, Dad, I took a test a year ago and it said that I didn't have any Native American blood in me at all. And I thought he would say, wow, we're not Native American. That's crazy. But he goes, it's okay, Billy. I raised you. You'll always be my son. And I'm like, what? He was like, no matter who your mom slept with, I'm your dad. I'm your father. And I was like, dude, Dad, like, you're going to come back not Native American. Mom wasn't like that either. And it came back and he wasn't Native American. And he was more willing to think that I wasn't his son, blood son, than he wasn't Native American. It was rough. It was so rough. But it worked out. If you look at my results on 23andMe, I think it is, it says I'm 100% European white. Like I'm a very small percentage, like broadly European. Like I'm talking like 1 or 2% tops, but it's still European. And then most of it is like, hey, we're the white people. Like Germany and England, like Welsh and Denmark, Scandinavian, Irish, Scottish, French, like that type of bloodline. 98.6 European. Yeah. When I first got my test, it said I was 99.6 European. And I had like a 0.4% of like some other stuff. And then they did a genetic update. And they're like, no, by the way, all the culture that you thought you were holding on to, white boy, we just genocided it. You're now completely whiter than white. European. Where did I get the idea that I was Native American from? All right, so here's the idea. There were stories of like Native American history. My grandmother would get like, I can't remember. She would tell the story of like our heritage was like Cherokee or something. And then the whole reason I got the paperwork was because my friend was looking up my family history and he found a birth certificate for my great grandfather. And it said he was born on the Cherokee Nation in Oklahoma. And his race was labeled as mulatto, which means not all one race. It was speculatively half white, half Native American, being it was born on the Cherokee Nation tribe, by the land in Oklahoma. So I see that birth certificate and it says my great grandfather was mulatto, and I think of all the First Nation like benefits you get if you're a Native American. So I thought I won the mulattery. Was that as racist as it sounds? It sounds terribly racist. It probably was. But the joke is that I got the blood work to see how much Native American I was. Because I was like, ooh, maybe I can get benefits. How's this work? And they were like, oh, yeah, your benefit is you have maximum white privilege. And I was like, oh, well, okay. I was whiter than white, man. And it was crazy because I like grew up believing it. Like we would go camping with multiple medicine men, right? We'd go out in the woods One of the guys was a longtime family friend, and he was actually, I believe, half Danish as well. And he would like tell me stories of how I had like an old soul. He's like, you have a very old soul. He's like, yeah, I can tell. Many generations live within you. And I was like, oh, cool. And I'd be sitting there sucking down an Otter Pop or some other dumb shit. Whatever, like a soda pop. Whatever we brought camping. Usually the cooler would have like frozen Otter Pops. And they'd be there with the ice chest to keep everything extra cold. So we could have all the Otter Pops we wanted because they'd go bad before the weekend was over. So I'd just be slurping down all types of food. It was not true, though. I wasn't Native American. I was lied to. I remember in 5th grade, they said do a heritage report, like a report with like the cardboard and everything on what your family's nationality is. And I did it on Blackfoot Indians, or Native Americans, the Blackfoot Native American tribe, the Blackfoot tribe, right? I did it on Blackfoot, and I did like a whole ass report. And then years later, I found out that I wasn't Blackfoot Indian, I was Cherokee. And they're like, why'd you say Blackfoot? And they were like, oh yeah, it's because you would run around with bare feet and the bottom of your feet would be dirty all the time. And I was like, what the fuck? I did a whole ass school report on that. How could you make me believe that just because I had dirty ass feet? And then they were wrong about the Cherokee and everything. It was terrible. Hey, Derbs Classic. I'm not sure if I'll have time to do a podcast over Discord anytime soon. We'll see, though. I don't know. You do have Twitter or something? Hit me up there. Anyone can have dirty feet. Dude, I know, but, like, it was a joke that they told me as a kid. Like, one of my old-ass uncles. And I think everybody just believed it because they'd been told it the entire time. But that's what it all came from. It was so stupid. What's up, Kitty Screams? Did my 23andMe have any unassigned DNA? Let me go to my 23andMe really quick. We can break down how ridiculously pale I am. Does this thing update again? All right, let's see how this looks when I put it in the machine. All right. A 100% European. 99.8% Northwestern European. And 0.2% broadly European. This is how terribly white I am. It says 41% Germany, 13.6% Scandinavian, 14.1% broadly Northwestern European, and 31.1% British Irish, including United Kingdom, Ireland, and 12 other regions. Yeah, open-minded skeptic. I'm definitely losing weight. Thank you, man. Billy, imitate an Irish voice. All right, here we go. This is my Irish voice. Can't you see I'm 31.1% Irish? So it counts as an Irish voice because this is my actual voice. Your great granddad was stabbed in Kokork? Dude, I hope nobody I knew stabbed him. I'm sorry, fam. I could be in the garbage island ethno state. I'd rather not be. I'd rather just coincide with the rest of the world like a normal human being. Like, how fucked up do you have to be if you need an ethno state to exist? You're like, well, I don't really get along with everyone. Let's just get a nice little patch of land where, only me and people that think like me and look like me can live and thrive. They were talking about terraforming Antarctica for their ethno state. How fucking miserable of a human being do you have to be where you decide to go terraform an Arctic wasteland so you can think and live the way you want to live? That is not superior exactly, Pepita Chips. Aren't you supposed to be the superior race? Dumbass. It's so embarrassing. There's been more than one mass shootings per day. Yeah, it's terrible right now. It's really bad. I feel bad for... You know what's crazy? As heavy as it's going right now, we haven't even started the school year yet. Like, school goes back in session in like a month. What can you do, though? You can try and be more compassionate with people, but compassion doesn't solve all the problems. You can try and be more militant and overbearing over people. Some people think that creates the problems. The only thing you really can do is continue to live your life every day the best way you know how. Because tomorrow never comes. You go back September 3rd, yeah. That's too soon. Summer should be at least 7 months out of the year. If they can't teach you what you need to know in 5 months, do you really need to know it? There have been 250 mass shootings, only day 217 out of the year. Damn. Knock on wood. I bought these almonds and fruit last night. Almonds and blueberries. There's 5 servings in the bag. 160 calories per serving. It's 800 calories for this bag of nuts. And it's almost gone. Oops. What are you going to do, though? You got a snack. No one needs a gun if you're not being stupid, to be honest. I don't think guns are great, but I own a gun. I hope I never have to use it. But more than that, I hope that if the time comes to have to use it, that I'm capable to use it. I think that's a big problem with guns. Have a good night, Michelle. Lord Magic, consider seeing your present with my own eyes. I actually do think I owe you an apology for my own hand in it, but that guilt didn't stop me from laughing my ass off, nor will it stop us from delivering it to the world next week. Oh no. Why is this so threatening? Why is it so threatening? Thank you for the $5. I guess it's a great way to start the apology. Have you ever been swatted before on the live stream, Billy? I've definitely had the police called. Like, by swatting, do you mean police show up to your residence on camera at gunpoint? Is that swatting? I've had that a couple times. I've had the cops called without guns on me a bunch of times. Let me see if I can pull up this video real quick. Give a pause here. Crack this little biche open. Right here was in a hotel room filming the Seattle Love Story music video. And the cops got called on my hotel room. There was an anonymous tip that I was a drug, not smuggler, but like trafficker. And moments before this, we had a pizza guy deliver to the hotel room. And I did a prank where I answered the door wearing nothing but a towel. And a towel doesn't really fit around me. So, like, he was, like, very uncomfortable. And I had his tip money wadded up under one of my fat titties. And I was like, you want this tip? You want this tip? All you gotta do is grab it. And he was like, no tip. Fuck you. And I was like, okay, it's right here. You can have it. And then he called me back and he was yelling at me on the phone, mad. He was mad. And he's like, fuck you, buddy. Fuck you. And I was like, I just wanted to give you the tip. And then my door starts banging. And I'm like, is he back here to fight? Does he really want to fight me naked? He wouldn't even take the tip, but he wants to fucking come back and fight a naked fat man? So this time I had the towel around my waist and I had thrown the shirt back on, which had gotten ripped earlier because I was wrestling around with this girl on the bed and she ripped my shirt off. And so the shirt doesn't button up very well. And I'm wearing nothing but a towel below. I answer the door and it's the cops, guns drawn, and they're ready to take me in. And I'm like, for one, officer, I twisted my knee so I can't walk. And I'm not going to walk down these stairs just for you to throw me in the fucking car on some bullshit. So I was like, you need to fucking figure this out and realize that I'm not, like, you're not here for me. I was like, go through whatever you got to do to run my name or whatever, but you're not here for me. This is a mistake. I'm not walking down those stairs. I have a fucked up leg. You have to call somebody to carry my ass out of here. And that was kind of true at the time. My leg was fucked up. I could have walked down the stairs, but I didn't want to. It would have been a bit of an effort. And the gentleman officer went and looked up the paperwork. And he said, okay, if it's not you, then you're not going to have this marking on your back. There's a large tattoo on your back if you're the guy that we're looking for. Allegas!
Seattle Love Story was an amazing song. Creative lyrics, great beat.
Thank you, Allegas. It was really fun, a really fun project to put together. It was one of the most serious, it's probably the most serious song I've ever made. But the cop is like, well, we're going to check your back. And you have to remember, I'm wearing nothing but a towel below me. And he's got me sitting on that bed there. As you can see, I'm hunched over. He's going to check my back right there for the tattoo. And I'm bent over, no bottom on. So I have to moon this cop, all right? He has to see my entire bare ass. And when he does, he sees there's no tattoo and he has to let me go. So I mooned this cop and he had to let me go on all that, all because there was no tattoo. It was the fucking... Did he spank it? He probably did. I mean, look at me, dude. How often do you see that big bear bootay? He saw my ass for no reason, exactly. What if the cop was just a gay stripper? Okay, so the same hotel that we filmed the video at, the next week, me and my friend Joe, you guys may know Joe from like this stream everywhere. I've been working with him for quite a while. Joe and I were in the hotel room and somebody gives out our hotel address. I'm not sure how they got it, but they ordered multiple deliveries, multiple prostitutes, including a trans prostitute that showed up first because they got our address and just blew up our spot. The trans prostitute shows up and Joe's like, we're live on Battlecam streaming everything. And Joe's like, come on in. And they're like, so this is going to be $250. And we're like, oh, we don't have $250. And I'm like, yeah, we didn't order you. This was a mistake. And the trans prostitute was like, no, fuck you. You fucking pay me $250. I didn't get a car all the way out here for nothing. And we're like, yeah, we're sorry, but we're kind of not in the position to give you $250 right now. And then Joe's like haggling, like, well, how much can we get? I'm like, Joe, stop. And so 12 seconds in, maybe 25, 30 seconds in, they realize they're not getting any money out of us. And the trans prostitute leaves. Joe and I realize the spot has been completely blown. We're like, fuck it, let's get the hell out of here for a while. We went to the cafe, Beth's Cafe, 24-hour diner, got food, came back, and the entire stretch of road was blocked off by police cars. Huge crime scene at the damn hotel room. There's still delivery drivers coming, trying to get in to deliver food to our room because our address got out. And we go back into our room like, damn, like what's going on? We get in there. The police are right there with a police report saying that we were being charged with the rape of the trans prostitute. And we're like, no. And they're like, well, how do you say no? Like they said, they're claiming this happened. And we're like, okay, for one, they were maybe in the room for like 20 or 30 seconds. For two, We had video of it all live streaming. And like for some reason the website was down that night and it didn't archive any of the video. So I'm sitting there for like a half an hour trying to find this, thinking it's going to break me free from all the fucking accusations and stuff. And we're talking, and there's this girl cop there who had noticed me before and seen me around the city. She's real sweet, cute girl cop. She was always very nice with me. And she's standing at the doorway while I'm trying to find this clip. And I'm an asshole. I couldn't not say anything. So I said, there's something fishy about all this. And she's like, what? And I was like, there's something fishy about all this. And she's like, what do you mean? I was like, well, the prostitute, she's charging us with rape. Wouldn't that also be shoplifting? And I thought I was going to get the fucking shit kicked out of me, beaten with a baton, because it's a fucked up joke. It's a fucked up joke. But she just laughed, and I was like, because I couldn't shut up about it. Once it was in my head, I was like, I gotta say it. 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 It was so bad. But they were like, well, we just reviewed the tape now that you said she was only in here for 30 seconds. Like, we reviewed the tape of her showing up from like the outside of the room. And they were like, we see that she was only in there for a little bit and that you obviously didn't want her to stick around. And she didn't leave like frantically or anything. She left quickly after coming in and out. And then went and called the police to say that she got raped to try and fuck with us for not paying her. But like, we didn't order her. It was, I'm glad the place had cameras too. I mean, obviously I would have gone to court and went through all the steps necessary to fight it, as you should if you've been wrongfully accused of something. But it was crazy, like 30 minutes trying to find this clip showing that they were in and out. I'm like sitting there looking for why the archives of all times to go down went down now. There were a few times the archives went down that I really wish I would have had that footage saved. Why didn't you fuck her? Are you transphobic? I'm not transphobic. I was broke. The surveillance state does have its occasional perks. Honestly, I'm all for the surveillance state. For one, I just like to be on camera anyways. There's a little bit of voyeuristic in me. For two, I don't do things that are completely illegal, but I do things that are ridiculous and questionable. And I feel like if you caught me on video doing something, it could be taken out of context by someone watching, but then when you watch the video, like, oh, he was just fucking around. It feels like a safety net. Maybe I'm wrong. But yeah, everybody wants their privacy. They deserve privacy, but you're not going to get it, right? Facial recognition software is in abundance. It's funny, they say that if you wear a Juggalo face paint, the cameras can't detect like your actual identity. So Juggalos are like, they're like the next level of espionage. I want to write like a script for ICP for their next movie, Juggalo 7, like James Bond, where they could get to break into all these places because their faces can't be traced with the facial recognition. It's big money right there. Big money idea. Have a good night, Derbs Classic. It's your birthday, Nigel? Happy birthday, fellow Leo. How's Leafy doing? He's doing good. I haven't talked to him for a while, though. It's been like a month or so. You should do Juggalo makeup and have Ronald McFondle come on DP the same night. Y'all crazy. You have Big Money Hustlers on video. We just watched Big Money Hustlers and Big Money Rustlers last month for the Patreon perk for Drunken Peasants. And I hadn't watched those for a very long time. I enjoyed them way too much. When we fighting, I'll tell you when we're fighting, Nicholas Diorio. When it comes down to the last chicken wing and you reach in to grab it, and I ain't full yet, so I reach in and grab it before you can grab it, and I go to eat it, but then you see it in my mouth, and you get hungry, so you come in to grab it out of my mouth, but I swat your hand away, and you come in with the other hand to grab it, and I swat that hand away, and then you have no hands left to grab it with, so what do? You put your mouth in, up to my mouth, and you grab the chicken wing supplely out of my lips as we connect like Lady and the Tramp. Hey, Joey, how you doing?
Hey, bro. I was just acting out what you were saying.
You've been gone for a while.
I just want to say hi and I love you.
I love you too. Hi.
You let me know when.
For what?
Get naked. Wrestle.
You know my papa called me from Billings, Montana tonight.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
Neighbors.
Yeah, he was in Billings. He stopped by.
I gotta tell you a funny fucking story.
You got a funny story?
I got a funny story.
I'm live online. I'll probably be off in a little bit.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
And then I'll hear a funny fucking story.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's good shit.
Okay.
Because I was like,
You were doing some thrusting?
No, there was like
Some dancing?
just like.
That's
And then there was,
Joe's dancing right
there
now.
was this broad. She runs actually a really big blog.
A broad that runs a big blog?
Yeah.
Is her name Anita Sarkeesian?
Yeah.
You know her?
Yeah. Real man eater. Anyway, we fucked. No. She, different girl, but you could find her. She's there. Maybe even you've crossed paths before.
Maybe.
She's a big girl.
Big girl?
No. Very svelte. Very svelte.
Oh.
Big. Like big
Oh.
in name. Anyway, she wants the old sausage
She wants the sausage?
from Papa Joe's.
She's looking for the tickler?
Yeah, the girl's pissed. My lady's pissed.
She's mad?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, man.
You better be careful, dude.
Well, I rebuffed her. I told her, listen.
You told her no?
I might as well be queer.
You might as well be queer.
That's what I told her.
When I'm dating my woman, I might as well be queer.
That's what I told her.
Because I can only fuck dudes when I'm dating my woman.
Exactly. The only thing that doesn't make her mad. Anyway, I'll see you in a minute.
All right.
All right, bro.
Bye. Joe's been out of town all weekend. This is the first time I saw him since he left. So it was very nice to see Joey because I haven't seen him since Wednesday, I think. Wednesday? Billy, would you join the military? If yes, what branch would you join? United States Army, United States Navy, United States Marine Corps, United States Air Force, the United States Coast Guard? I like to think I would be in the Marines because that's what my dad joined, but he got honorably discharged for having no sight in one eye. They got him all the way through and then realized he was blind in one eye and kicked him out. So I think I'd probably do Marines because of that. I don't know, though, man. I really don't know. I wouldn't necessarily join the military. Good night, Trevor. But if I did, I probably would go there. Because, for one thing, I was always way too fat to join the military growing up. I was huge. So it wasn't going to happen regardless. It was never an option. Do a video with Riley Reid? You mean Riley Reid? Would that be a good video? Billy, you look like an epic gamer, and I was just wondering if you were able to help me out with my cobblestone generator on my Skyblock Island. I have no idea what any of that means. You just bought a Ouija board. I kind of want to get like a Ouija board cutting board that I can serve meat and cheese on. That'd be pretty chill. I knew this model girl who has a Ouija board tattooed on her abs. So, like, she's, like, really beautiful girl. Really beautiful tattoos. And she's got the Ouija board right over her stomach. So, like, people have washboard abs. She got Ouija board abs. That's tight. Do a video with Madison. We were talking about that the other night, and then we went to a movie instead. I need to do this video I have in my head. I have this plan for a video that I really need to get out, but it's such a big video, like a lot of work. I've been piecing it together piece by piece. I just need to pull the trigger and make it happen. What's up, Chronic Mia? Hi. Any other stories like the one you told earlier? Which story? What leftovers left in the fridge? I had some chicken I grilled up in the fridge, but I ate that yesterday. That was the last leftovers I had. You don't want abs, just want a flat tummy. I think tummies are great. I'm not a big fan of abs, really. They're fine. Like, they're awesome. Madison hasn't done baked baking for a while. The last episode of baked baking we filmed was going to be her last episode because it was so much work and money and production cost. And she decided, like, I was like, let's just film this and get it done with, do it in-house. She was like, no, I met some people who are video guys on a project I did, and they're going to come film. And I was like, the more people you bring in, the more likely it is to fuck up. But she wanted to do it, so we did it. I did some dabs, got really high, we cooked some really good food, had a really good time, and one of the guys never got her the footage, so it's a wasted video. Why are you ignored, Aaron? Why are you ignored? I didn't read what you said. The one about the hookers and pizza guys being called on you? Do I have any more stories like that? I definitely do. I'm trying to think which ones are mostly mine to tell. Joe and I went on this RV trip across America. We were live streaming everything. This was like 2013. So this was well before live streaming IRL blew up online, because the capability to live stream was not very easy. You didn't have the smartphones that could handle it, with the data that could handle it. We had these laptops set up with Logitech cams and a USB dongle that broadcast everything back to the TV station in Beverly Hills owned by the billionaire that we worked for. And I think data alone must have cost like $30,000 on this trip. It was nuts how expensive it was. It was just ridiculous. But the billionaire was like, fuck it, I'm having fun, let's do it. He's sending us all these crazy places. We broke down on Donner's Pass in the RV. We got towed into Reno. We got kicked out of Reno by what I assume was the mob. It was like some big gorilla dudes in suits. Hotel security at a hotel that doesn't have a whole lot of reason to stay secure. It's where like the pimps and hoes stay. Dirty little hotel. Dirty motherfucking hotel. We got kicked out by some dudes in gorilla suits. I can only assume we're the mob. Because we were like, dude, we paid for 3 nights. Can we get our money back? And he was like, oh, you want your money back? Let me see your ID. And I'm like, Joe, shut the fuck up. Let's get the fuck out of here. Don't give him our ID, dude. Don't give him our ID. Because like, we didn't even have to use ID to log into this hotel room. We paid cash. That's how fucking shiesty it was. We get out of there. We drive down through Texas. Getting through Texas, somebody called the police and told the police that we had stolen a night at an RV park, that we stayed there and drove away without paying, a KOA or whatever campground. And for one, we never stayed at one. We were staying in Walmart parking lots. And for two, everybody was watching live and could literally fuck with us wherever we were if they found out where we were. So they just had to find the path we were on, where we were headed, and then call in and report from a campground saying they were from the campground. They filed a police report. So we were wanted in Texas. We had the cops come and try and get us and pick us up there. We were wanted in Texas. We get out of Texas. We drive up through Oklahoma into Topeka, Kansas. And you have to remember, in Texas, we were kind of being wild on the road, and we had some friends meet us in Texas, and they were like friends from Battle Cam, and they were kind of like, let's do something crazy. And I was tired. I was just tired, so I wasn't up for much crazy. I was getting kind of sick at the time. They gave me some syrup, some cough syrup, some scissorup, because I had a cough, and it gave me like a bout of diarrhea, which I guess is a normal thing to happen with scissorup. Get a little diarrhea. I was also drinking and eating like a complete pig. I had a gigantic cinnamon roll, a gigantic chicken fried steak, a gigantic drinks. I was just fucked up the entire time, eating and drinking like a pig. And I'm like, I'm done for the night. And I go to the hotel room, and the guy I was staying with in the other room was like, dude, I can't believe they're doing meth in there. And I'm like, what? And I thought about it. And I was like, are you sure? He's like, dude, they're doing fucking meth in there. I was like, how did I not notice this? And I wake up in the morning, and there's Joe and two other people are sitting in the bathtub doing a show, like a stream without any cameras. They're just talking into like the wall, like they were live on camera. High out of their fucking minds, been sitting in a bathtub the entire night on meth. And they were like, dude, we didn't realize it was meth. We thought, let's do something crazy. And we said, let's get speed. And this girl said, I can get you speed, no problem. So we were like, yeah, let's do some fucking speed. We didn't realize speed was meth until we had the glass pipe in our mouth and we were smoking it. And I was like, that sucks. This fucked Joe up really bad. He was like out of his mind, believing he was on the Truman Show, where like cameras were everywhere following him, not just on this trip, because there were cameras following him on this trip, which really adds an extra level to everything. But he thought they'd been following him since second grade. And him and I had some tension building up this entire time because we're close quarters doing crazy fucking bullshit on the road. I make sure to take care of him and get him out of Texas in that way because I was scared for him, worried for him. Like I knew he was high out of his fucking mind. We get to Topeka, Kansas. He's mellowing out, but like there's still a level of paranoia, and I'm like tired of it. I swore him and I were going to fight in this donut shop. We're streaming inside this donut shop, huge donut shop, like a lot of empty space. Bunch of fucking donuts. I go to buy a donut. I go to take a bite, and Joe just smacks the donut out of my hand onto the floor. And I'm like, this is it. We're about to fight in this donut store. And we start to square up, and something happened that broke us up. I can't remember exactly what it was. Something like distracted. I think that we got a cop or a call or something happened. We didn't fight, and it was a cool down period. But I was like, dude, there's no chance that Joe and I aren't gonna fight. There's no fucking chance. We're fucked. Like that was the boiling point. The fact that we didn't fight there, it's gonna happen. And we were on the RV, and another guy, Ruin was his name. Scott was on the RV, and he's like bitching about stuff. He's like, I'm fucking bored. Fuck you, I'm bored. And Joe's like, you're bored, huh? And Joe runs up, puts him in a headlock. You bored now? You bored now, motherfucker? And this is like the third time he's put this guy in a headlock. So this guy's tired of it. Ruin grabs a beer bottle off the table and starts cracking Joe in the head, right? And beer bottles, they're tough. They don't break like they do in Hollywood. But on the third crack, this beer bottle broke over Joe's head. And I'm like, this has to stop. Joe's like bleeding and shit. He's like been busted open. And I go to pull them apart. Joe's holding Ruin's hand down to keep the bottle from stabbing him. I pull Joe away to get them pulled apart. And Ruin gets a stab right in Joe's hand. And Joe has to go to the hospital, get stitches. His hand splinted up. Bled everywhere, all over the RV. And at that moment, I knew Joe and I were not going to fight because he was hurting bad, and I felt super bad about it. But that was like this steady level of animosity. We were on the road for almost 2 months. I was away from LA. I was away from home for like 70 days on this damn trip. It was nuts. It was nuts. And it was crack wouldn't burn in a blunt. I'm not sure. I know people do little teasers, little cheeser teasers. They put little dust up their blunts and stuff. I need a powder. Has Joe done PCP? I don't think so. Like, we were on this road trip, and Joe was looking at it as a way to just, like, do the craziest stuff. So he was totally up for doing drugs and stuff on this road trip to be, like, to see how experimentally fucked up stuff can get. And it got pretty fucked up. You follow me on Insta? Hey, yeah. If anybody wants to follow me on Instagram, it's at Bill Fridge. At Billy the Fridge, excuse me. Let me see if I can pull up my page. Yes. You can go follow the Insta if it will even. Okay, it won't even focus. Never mind, Dad. You can go follow the Insta at Billy the Fridge. Billy the Fridge. It's a good place to see pictures of me. That's pretty much all it's good for. You got work tomorrow? Mia, have a good night. It's good seeing you. Thank you for coming through and being a sweet girl. As always, you're much appreciated. If you're feeling down and depressed, do meth. I recommend it. Otherwise, don't. Wow. I actually saw somebody do DMT, and it was kind of amazing how it took them out of their anxiety and depression. What's Mr. Bleachers? Mr. Bleachers is a movie that I have been working on. It's a guy I worked with a long time ago on a music video. Real cool director guy, really professional. He wrote this script, and he asked me to come in and be a part of it. And I knew it was going to be done well, so I was like, hell yeah. I'll pull it up here real quick. We can look at the... This is the movie trailer or poster. I think I'm in this clip here. Let's see.
One, action. Action.
You can see little Billy there, little skinny little fridge boy.
Billy, take it. Yeah, nice guys. Excellent job, Stewie. Excellent, great. And then yeah,
I don't know. We still have some more filming to do, but the movie should be out probably early next year, I'd imagine. Depends on distribution and stuff. It's been a pretty fun project to work on, though. Only true OGs learn to cook meth with Walter White. That's a fact. That's a fact. Mescaline won't make you vomit if you extract it from cacti, right? If you eat the flesh, you'll vomit a lot. I don't know if it will reach many theaters. It'll probably be like a indie release. You'll probably be able to order it online or something. Ooh, 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 ooh. Billy, have you ever did donuts with an RV? I wasn't driving the RV when we were on the RV, but there was one point where we had like picked up these street people in San Antonio, and we were like paying them money to do dares and challenges based on what the audience was saying. And one guy was pretty weird, but we talked him into lighting fireworks off out of his butt cheeks. And when he did that, we took that opportunity to get away. And he had these fireworks blowing up out of his butt. And we started to drive off, but we realized the side of the RV was extended outward. Like the entire room had been extended to give him more space, like in park mode. So we're driving with the thing like not fully in place. So like it had to do like a small donut to correct itself. And then we had to stop, plug it back in, and skirt the fuck out to get away from the guy. But I think that was the closest thing to a donut. Yeah, Octavia Blue, you really can't trust drugs. Most of them are probably fine, but there's that one time where it's not good. It's not good. I was wanted in Texas for a while. Where can you get that bandana? I got it from Walmart. I picked it up at the Walmart, bro. How did I become a shaman for a living? I used to just do it for free to make my friends trip. Maybe that's the way. Do it for free and the money will appear like manna. You could do like therapy, right? I think there's places that do ketamine therapy legal in the United States. You can go to college for that, become a therapist that does ketamine treatments. But otherwise, just become an illegal apothecary, a street apothecary. Billy, what's the best song you've done in your opinion? I think my favorite writing was Seattle Love Story. Just because like every line in that song was double or triple meaning, the entire song was double meaning. It's like every bar is like you're in a bad relationship, but the bad relationship is alcoholism, or not alcohol, drug abuse. You're a drug addict, but it plays out like it's with the girl or the drug. I haven't heard the new Freddie Gibbs album. I should probably listen to that, though. It's not the first time someone brought it up. Shrooms are becoming legal? Good, because they freaking grow in trees, right? They grow everywhere. They're all around here in the Northwest. If the name is the molecular string, might want to make that the last thing you touch. Ooh. west of the Cascades. All right, y'all. I am going to be going out tonight. I just wanted to stop by and do a young, happy stream with y'all because, you know, I love you and it's good to see you. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you to everybody who pitched in and donated tonight. It's very sweet. Very nice of you to do. Trying to think if there's anything else I can leave you with before I go. When will I stream again? I'll be live on Drunken Peasants tomorrow. And I'll probably be back on my channel maybe Sunday. Maybe Wednesday I'll have time. I'm not sure. But I try and get in when I'm not doing a big stream on Drunken Peasants, which is like 4 nights a week. 3 to 4 nights a week. Like tonight, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday I'll be doing Drunken Peasants for sure. So we'll figure out everything else. You don't have to like DP. You don't have to. But what you do have to do is give me love and attention on my channel forever. Forever. Pledge your solidarity. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for chatting. Peace out of gas. Nick whoop-de whoop Nickelback. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye-bye. Thanks for stopping by.